WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, RKBRO, Randy Orton and Riddle versus the phenomenal AJ Styles and Omos. I'm going to go out early on this. I thought that was, if not the worst match on the night, certainly one of them. It was bland. It was a nothing. I mean, you take out the little bit at the start where Riddle comes down on the camel after thinking he's walked out on Randy or whatever. So certainly not totally out of character for Riddle. And it's almost, not that I expected it, but I wasn't surprised by it. And if you give the participants of the match, like I rate Riddle as a wrestler, Orton's a 14-time world champion, third generation, actual superstar. AJ Styles, well, phenomenal for a reason. Omos, I'm still not a rap for. But I just thought it was, my notes were meh. Workmanlike performance, just did what they had to. Very basic match, lazy booking, quite underwhelming. Certainly the match was not worthy of a title match, 3.5 out of 10. That's everything I wrote on that match. I thought it was just, they went out, they did it. There didn't seem to be any great passion, any great anything. I thought it was disrespectful for a title match. I really didn't like it. And I rate 3 of the 4 guys highly. But just went out, did it because they had to, sort of. Am I being too harsh?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. No, definitely not. You want to talk first, Anthony? I'll let you have first chew at this one.
Yeah.
I don't see why it has to be Styles and Omos and RK-Bro, considering it happened at SummerSlam and what have you. I'm going to be honest here. I'm kind of over the whole RK-Bro tag team.
Agree.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but that's good. I mean, that's the whole idea, is to have different opinions.
It's that it felt forced to begin with. And that...
Probably was.
Well, yeah, it probably was knowing the WWE. But it was like... I get they do the odd tag teams here and there.
Yes.
But to practically shot him straight for the title. And then have the whole thing of like, it's just, Randy doesn't need to be in the team. Riddle may need to be in the team. It's more that, like, is there a point to this? Like, yeah, you've tried it. You've had to win the belts. They haven't really defended them. They haven't been booked right. But is it time for them to probably... Excuse me. Is it probably time for them to break it up? Have them lose the belts, break it up, and just let it go their own way?
Yeah, but lose it to who? You've got to be able to lose it to someone who can... Well, not that they brought any prestige to the title in this match, but be like... I mean, you need a team like the Usos or someone like that. Like, you need a bit of a bona fide team. Now, of course, the draft all takes place, that all comes into effect as of today, because SmackDown's on as we speak. So we'll see what happens there. But who's going over to Raw? Are the Street Profits going over to Raw?
Yeah, but they
might push, but I'm not a fan of this.
They don't need the belts, though.
No, they don't need it. I'm not a fan. Well, okay, so who do you do it to? The Vikings? I don't know if they've probably stayed on Raw, have they? Or...
That's the problem here, is that you've got tag belts on both sides, not only just the Raw side, on both sides. And you've got limited to no tag teams, including the women's tag titles.
This is the WWE.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem that they have here. They've got roster tag team titles, including the women's.
But isn't there some talk for a long, long time that they've never really been super hot on tag teams as of late?
Nah, never been. Like, even
I mean, they got the days of the British Bulldogs and some of them, but I mean, you're going back 30 years now.
You're in the 80s, aren't you?
Yeah.
Late 80s.
I mean, in recent times, the Usos have probably been the only bona fide where they've stuck with them and they're being good and, what are they, 7, 8-time champs or whatever. But, you know, and they've tried to Anthony's point, like they tried with Kane and Daniel Bryan, and they've tried all sorts of oddball connections and whatnot. I don't mind these two, but the whole AJ Omos thing, I don't like it against them. I think you're holding AJ back because he's not really doing a great deal. Omos, I don't know that he's ever really going to be much. He might be another Gonzalez or, you know, a Carly or somebody. I don't rate him. Okay, just because you're big and you're strong and all that, but I don't rate him.
Yeah, 3 months ago, I would have agreed with you on that.
Yeah.
With Omos. I said some nasty things about him that 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing every time I see him work is improvement. Right? I see something change every time, a little bit more improvement. Once again, he's a victim of being thrown in the deep end too early.
Oh, absolutely.
I think in this match he showed a little bit more in the way of his own personality. I don't think he's going to be a traditional Andre the Giant, but I think he'll be a big enforcer kind of guy. He won't. I don't think he'll ever have the Andre the Giant myth.
Oh God, no, no way.
But I think that there's something that they could develop in a long term. Styles is being held back. I think Styles is with him purely, basically to fast track him through. Not a big fan of Riddle. Not a big fan.
Huh?
No.
I don't mind him. I think
I don't like the gimmick. I seen him wrestle Josh Shooter, which was one of my guys in England.
Oh, okay.
And much better without all this bullshit gimmick that he's got going on.
Yeah, because he's a very, very talented because from, what was it, not UFC, but the MMA or one of
It was from that, but I saw him wrestle Josh Shooter in England in a match.
Yeah.
And without all that bullshit, you know, surfer gimmick and that and everything else, I just don't like the gimmick. I just don't like it. I don't think it's great.
Well, I gave it a 3.5 out of 10.
Well, I gave it a little bit more. I gave 5. Right?
Yeah, same. I gave it a 5.
But the reason why, and I mean, like, you got talented guys, but you're right, Pete. It was a nothing match. It was just, we've seen these guys go each other a few times in the recent past too. Yeah, it was a bit of a nothing match in total. I agree with you on every point you made. I can't argue with you at all. I just wanted to put the disclaimer out there that I do think that Omos is getting a little better every time I see him.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be a long drive. It's going to be a long run for him. But yeah, no, I think there's something there. I think slowly.